and that would be this guy. Double click and open up this one. This is dogs. Now then on this one, as it says up here in the title, we're going to use the embed code that you would get from the YouTube as an example, because the same embed code style you can get most all cases from all of the other video hosting sites, whether it's Reaver, whatever, Google Vid, Yahoo Vid, and so on. So let's go ahead and head over to YouTube. And of course, some of the all-time favorites of mine are the Abbott and Costellos. And the best of the best, I think, is the Who's On First. But that's enough of that. What we need to do is simply get the embed code. And if you ever get a chance to, got some spare time to play, you ought to check this out. And I need to pause this real quick, otherwise I'm going to spend the rest of this video watching that video. Now, whenever you get your YouTube video or wherever, go to More Info. This is the URL, the direct URL, and then the embed code right here that starts with Object. That's the one we're looking for. You can usually just left click on that or right click and then select all, then right click and copy. Now we've got the code here in our clipboard. Minimize that, and let's reopen this guy here. That's the number 2. Okay, this is number 1, so we're done with that one. Let's get rid of that one. Right click, open with Notepad, and remember you can use any of the other ones, the front page, the Dreamweaver, any text editor will work just like Notepad. Now then, we got the embed code here, and I'm simply going to replace the body section here. That's this right here. I'm just going to replace that with the embed code that I just copied from YouTube. And that's right, here we go. Okay, and I got it in my clipboard still. Just copy, paste. Now we're going to save that. And let's just minimize that, close that, and okay, that's how it looks now. Double click, open it up, and there we have it. That's easy. Okay, so if you've got a table set up, which basically we did, and the formatting for the centering of the text said this is where the body goes, just replace the text with the embed code you copied from YouTube, bada bing, bada boom, you're good to go. Now, this next one is pretty darn easy as well. Now, let's say you've got a URL, let's say from, you don't use S3 yet, because you really should, it's darn cheap, but this isn't a sales pitch for S3. But let's say you've got videos uploaded to your server. This one here, this is an FLV file, and this is the one we're going to use for the next example. So this path will be, let me open up another text editor here, HTTP, and there. This is the URL to this one. Got that in my clipboard. Now then, this next tool, if you will, is pretty simple, and it is located at, it's an online deal, it's located at freevideocoding.com. Very simple. If you've got a WMV, basically just whatever format you've got your file uploaded to your server as, in this case it's FLV. I mean, I could use the same one from the S3 account that's entered with SWF. I got to use the same thing in this example by using just that one. But anyway, this was an FLV file, so we click on that, enter the location here. I'm just going to highlight that and paste over that, and embed the player. Yeah, it looks cool. We'll just do that. That's basically what we just did with the embed code from YouTube. That was what we are calling embedding. Or we could link to a player, link to pop-up, link to embedded player from image. So there's a little bit of flexibility here. You can just kind of see here if you want the image file for the embedded player. So if you've got your own player, again, there's a lot of options you can play with here. Now then, what we want is, well, this would be fine. We'll just leave it at those dimensions, but these are customizable. give you a little bit of info here. And playback quality high, sure, why not? Enable autoplay. I frankly do not. Again, it depends on what you're using it for. If you're going to be promoting an affiliate product, then I would say yeah. As soon as your page opens up, then it would be playing. Because you're going to have the stop buttons on there, so they can, the viewers can always stop it at their leisure. But this way, they won't have to do anything to get it to play. You're going to start talking, and the video is going to start playing. The drawback to this being on autoplay is if this is hosted on your domain or on your hosting account rather than Amazon, for example, in either case with autoplay, it will start using your bandwidth as soon as the page loads. So even if it's a 100 meg video, for example, your bandwidth is going to be sucked dry while this is loading. And if you've got this on several different pages or you're promoting it and there's a lot of usage, your bandwidth is going to be drained dramatically. Again, that's another reason why S3 comes in handy, because that does not affect your website. But again, that's S3, and I'm not trying to sell you on S3 right now. That's for a different video. So anyway, for that example, we're going to go with yes anyway. Support this link free, and we'll go with no, sorry. And then make HTML. Right down here is your code, and what I would do, I mean, yeah, normally you could just, collect everything here, which would be the Control V that they're talking about. I'm sorry, the Control C. Actually, you can do Control A. Get my ducks right. Okay, so that's not going to work. That'll do everything. But if you highlight this and then Control C, that's the copy. That'll put it in your clipboard, and then get to the web page and then Control V. The drawback to that is that you are. Oh no, that's commented out. That's cool. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll just highlight everything like it says, and then Control C like it says, and then head on back over to our web page, and no, we don't want this one. This is the one we already did. Close that out. Close that out. Close that out. Close that out. We want this one here. The third one. Open with Notepad. And we're going to replace the same as the other two. This is the body of the web page. Going to replace that with what we just copied from the here. Right click and paste. Then we're going to Control S to save. This is the title here of this one. Let's minimize this one, minimize that one, and double click to open it in our browser, and there we have it. That's the FLV that we just copied. And that's pretty much it. Now of course you can do the same thing with SWF, however you wanted to set that up. However you wanted to set that up using freevideocoding.com. And that's going to bring us to the end of this. And there's a few other ways in which you can embed video into your web pages. And again, most all of this holds true for blogs that you have set up to accept full HTML coding without having to go out and purchase other add-on plugins and widgets and gizmos to add video code to your site. It's pretty simple. Just follow a few simple steps and all will work well for you, I hope. Well, I hope that you've learned something from this video. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you, again, are not familiar with S3, Amazon S3, get familiar. It's going to save you a boatload of cash down the line. Thank you much for watching. Have a great day.